Hello everyone. Topic for this video is a newer contraceptive named Centroman. It is available in the government setup now by name of Chaya. You all might be well versed with the name Saheli. It is just the similar one, Saheli or Chaya. These are Centroman. Now let's discuss about it. What type of contraceptive it is? Chaya is basically a non-steroidal type of contraceptive, non-steroidal oral contraceptive pill, which was developed by Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow. It is one of SERMs. We read about SERMs in pharmacology, that is selective estrogen receptor modulators. It is one of SERM. It basically acts through estrogen receptors. It has anti-estrogenic effect in estrogen receptors in reproductive organ, and it has estrogenic effect in other organs like bone. Now let's move towards the mechanism of action of Centroman, Chaya or Saheli. Centroman basically acts at 3 points in reproductive cycles. Let's see how it acts. Firstly, it increases the movement of ovum through the fallopian tube so that it reaches to the uterus to the at a time when endometrium is basically unfavorable for the implantation. It increases the movement of ovum through the fallopian tube so that it reaches to the fallopian tube early and the endometrium is not ready for implantation at that particular time. Secondly, it increases the rate of maturation of ovum. It basically increases ovum maturation at a faster speed so that it fails to implant. Thirdly, it slows down the growth of the endometrium. The growth of endometrium slows down. That is again a reason that ovum when reaches doesn't implant. So these are the 3 steps through which Chaya or Centroman acts. That is in maturation of ovum, delaying the endometrial growth, and thereby increasing the speed of reach of ovum through fallopian tubes to the uterus. Failure rate of Chaya. It is 1 to 2 pregnancies per 100 women year with perfect use, which is far more than in the last video we have seen Antara, which was 0.3 pregnancies per 100 women year with perfect use. It is 1 to 2 here with Saheli, Chaya or Centroman. Now, dose of Centroman, in what dose it need to be given. If you see Centroman, the tablets are basically, it is a pack of 8 tablets, right? So the dose of Centroman is like this. It is basically each tablet is basically 30 milligram tablet, and in the first 3 months of starting this Chaya, we have to give it twice a week in each week. Twice a week for the first 3 months, twice a week for first 3 months, followed by once weekly in next months. So I'm repeating once again, it is a 30 milligram tablet. This one packet consists of 8 tablets. 2 tablets to be given in a week for first 3 months, followed by a tablet in a week for the next months. Now, when to start giving this tablet? It is basically recommended to give this tablet on the very first day of the menstrual bleeding, but it can be given thereafter up to 4th day. So if we are taking on the first day of menstrual bleeding the first tablet, second tablet need to be given at the gap of 3 days. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages associated with Chaya? First of all, I will be discussing about the disadvantages. 2 main disadvantages associated with Chaya are: number 1 is poor compliance. As I told you, it need to be in the first 3 months we need to give 2 tablets. First tablet followed by 3 days gap and the second tablet in a week. So there is probability of forgetting. The compliance is not good. Secondly, another disadvantage associated with chaya is that it is secreted in breast milk. So it is not preferably given to the pregnant women in the first 6 months after delivery when they are feeding the child. Now moving towards the advantages of Saheli. One thing, it is cheap, not that expensive like other contraceptives like IUCD. It has no teratogenic effect, and as we discussed earlier that it is non-steroidal, non-hormonal type of medicine. So non-hormonal, being non-hormonal, it doesn't have side effects like nausea, weight gain and others which are associated with OCPs. It has also some non-contraceptive benefits. It can be used in dysfunctional uterine bleeding, osteoporosis, hormone replacement therapy given to post-menopausal women, and it also helps in relieving premenstrual syndrome. Right? Now, what are the contraindications for chaya? It is not given to women with PCOD. It is also not given to the women with the history of jaundice, liver disease, kidney disease, or tuberculosis, or any cervical disorder, cervicitis, or cervical hyperplasia, etc. As we already discussed, it need not be given to the pregnant women following delivery up to 6 months. That's all about chaya. Repeating 4-5 main points about chaya. First thing you need to remember is that it is a 30 milligram tablet. In the first 3 months, we have to give 2 tablets in a week, followed by 1 tablet a week thereafter. Secondly, it need to be started on the very first day of the menstrual cycle. And third most important thing which you need to know is that it need not be given to people with polycystic ovarian disease or history of any liver, kidney disorder, tuberculosis and cervical dysplasia or cervicitis. Thank you.